and I, for some reason, turned into the Ultimate Warrior. I was the Ultimate Warrior. Like,
You started
I actually
shaking the ropes.
if there was ropes, I would have shaken them or shukaki. I don't know what the past tense is. But I started doing the hands in the air like I was, about to gorilla press this guy, and he like jumped on. And the weird thing is, he wore the same shirt all the time, and so I think I ripped the shirt, and I was like very proud that he would not be able to wear this shirt anymore. And like we ended in this weird. Oh, the best part of the fight is we did, like, everybody crowded around us, and like they were letting it happen, and he ended up on one side of the circle, and I ended up on the other side. He wasn't looking at me, and I swear to God, I would never be able to do this again. I did like the perfect Liu Kang kick.
Wow.
Where you go from what's that?
Like you stayed in air for like 20 seconds.
I was like
bicycle kicking him.
Yeah, I did the one where the leg goes under the other leg, and like a karate kick. Like I was like, woo! And I would have nailed him
in baseball cleats.
I was like, oh! But one of his friends alerted him at the wrong time, and in wrestling, no matter how much alerting there is, the person doesn't turn around in time.
Yeah, sure.
It was a difficult situation to be in, and then they just got on their bikes, and him and his Middle Eastern friends got on their bikes and just ran away.
Oh, nice.
But I don't. There wasn't a clear winner or loser. It just ended. It's just like, oh.
What are you talking about? You won. They ran away.
Well, I guess I don't know. I got hit in the face a couple of times, which is
that guy even had like a Top Gun co-pilot calling your moves, like jump kick 3 o'clock, and you still sent him packing.
Speaking of cleats, my first
segue.
Yes, my first memory of being bullied when I was probably in the 2nd or 3rd grade, and there was a kid at our school who wore cleats to school, and I remember specifically him kicking me in the crotch with his cleats.
Wow.
Because his last name was Whitehead, and I'd made fun of that, I think, and he ended up kicking me in the crotch with his cleats.
It wasn't David, was it?
Alfred. Yeah. Alfred Whitehead. And he kicked me in the crotch with his cleats, and it was extremely painful. And I can still remember my dad, saying, son, you just can't let people do that to you. You've gotta fight back. You can't let that happen. And I never did. I never got him back or anything.
I don't know why, but I got this almost like Ren and Stimpy-esque picture of the foot hitting you in the crotch, and then going in a little bit, so your crotch kind of surrounds his foot.
Yeah, it's one of those ridiculous crotch kicks where the foot is actually completely under the ass, and it's just the leg going up into the crotch. No one has ever done that actually, but it's a much more visual thing, I guess.
It extended your leg length by an inch or two. Ooh!
I know. One of the bullies at my school, his name was Gaylord.
Oh,
so you can kind of see
why he went down that route.
Yeah. He was terrible. He would just brutalize people, attack people's little sisters and stuff. Just really yeah. There's a good story of a bully comeuppance with that guy actually. All the years, he spent torturing me, and I think eventually his whole family was just trailer trash and lived across the street from us, and we'd always be getting into it, and we finally moved away. But it's a funny story actually how it turned out with him, bully comeuppance later on down the road. He's dead.
Way to go. Life showed him.
I won.
Whoa!
Take that.
Oh, I was gonna ask how it happened, but I don't.
Well, I just think that should be a lesson to all bullies. You will die.
You will pass away before the person you bully.
Yep.
Or you'll just die.
You'll just pass away.
Right. those of us who are so virtuous as not to be bullies into our adult lives, we'll live forever.
Sure.
No problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rest of you will die.
We, on the other hand, like, I don't think I've ever bullied anybody to the point where they wished I was dead, or you know, like to round out the my power trio of hate. Apparently, I did.
You got into it with an Indian. Is this an Indian kid?
No, a gay American.
Oh, okay.
And I was trying to impress this girl who I first would do things with, like kiss and stuff. Backstage, we were both in the plays together, but she had a boyfriend at the time, and for me doing that, I thought it was untouchable. You know, like it's like I just made out with a girl who's got a boyfriend. She likes him, but she's doing this stuff with me, so I'm untouchable. So she would sit with me every once in a while at lunch and would encourage me to go make fun of this gay guy, because apparently she wasn't a big fan of him. So, like, I, every day at lunch, would go and remind him how gay he was in front of everybody.
Wow.
And then go back and eat my sandwich and my Cheetos.
Jim, I gotta tell you, man, I think you're gonna die.
No.
Wait, the whole point of this exercise was to find out who the bully of the three of us was, and it was you, Jim. We've identified it was you.
Look to your left, look to your right. One of these people is a bully and will die in the next 10 years. But Jim's like the ultimate bully, because all the anecdotes are like, yeah, I'm cavorting with these hot women and picking on minorities. He's like super villain.
Yeah. Hold my trophy while I go kiss your girlfriend.
Well, I'm gonna need both of you to turn around so I can give you both wedgies at the same time.
Sure.
And then go spit in your milk.
I'll bend down behind Trip so you can push him over me, and then I'll get up and be like, all like, hey, you like that, Jim? You like that? And you'll be like, shut up! No one anybody.
Yeah, I should shut up. I should. I mean, I shouldn't be talking. And you follow me around the hallways.
I just finished watching one of those American Justice type shows, and this one was focused on I think she was 16 years old, a girl who basically had her mother murdered, and the whole thing kind of focused on her and her group of friends and her diary and everything. And I just thought, that is so bizarre to even think that there is, you know, kids, because it was so all the things were so common, you know, amongst a certain crowd of kids that it's at every high school. And I just thought, that's so bizarre that one of them actually acted out, you know. You just imagine it, okay, eventually, you know, you'll become an adult and that'll just, you know, you'll stop wearing a leash, you know, or like a dog collar around your neck. And then, you know, you just see it's like, wow, those people actually do horrible things and eventually grow up to be adults who regret the horrible things they did.
Ugh. Man. Murder.
Murder.
See, when you said American Justice, I thought you were talking about the show that with the guy with the baseball bat. He's like he's a judge from Texas, and his thing is, instead of having a gavel, he's got a baseball bat. And
wow.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that. Like in the middle of the night, it comes on. This guy, Kato Kalin, right?
I think so.
That's like his second in command or whatever, Kato Kalin. I forget what it's called.
I think it's called something like Texas.
I think
Texas
it's like
Justice.
Eye for an Eye.
Oh, Eye for an Eye. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Not to be a self-promoter or anything, but Kato Kalin was in a movie I made, available now at BestBuy.com. Hookers Inc. Ding, ding, ding.
Dang.
So, if you want to see one of the worst movies ever made, you go to it's actually on Netflix. If everyone wants to see Hookers Inc.
Is it on Instant Watch?
No,
oh, too bad.
I don't even know how we would do that, but yeah, I helped write it. I was in it. I helped edit it, and I don't know, that's about it.
Did you meet Kato Kalin?
I did. And I also did stand-in for him because he had to leave after a while. I co-wrote the Kato Kalin scene.
How the hell did you do a stand-in for Kato Kalin?
Over the shoulder, just like we had his shirt, and he left his shirt behind.
Holy crap! I've got to see this movie.
Yes, it's going to be moved up to number 1 on my queue very soon.
Oh, all right. We are nearing 40 minutes, and I think 40 minutes is good enough.
Guys, we talked about Bullies for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I think the sky's the limit.
That's right.
Things got a little sexy around the 10-minute mark, you know, talking about masturbation, and I was about to steer us down some really dark roads, but Jim brought us back on track. So kudos.
With one of his hate crimes.
Sure, yeah, that's all it took.
Look, this masturbation thing is getting a little too blue. Let's get to hate crimes here. Hold on.
Let's just call this podcast Evidence. I mean,
Sure.
All right, for Ryan Mays, Trip Cook, and Jim Anderson, this is Edit This Out, signing off. Everybody say goodbye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I asked her to stay, she wouldn't listen. She left before I had a chance to say, oh, words that were meant, things that were broken. Now it's far too late, she's gone away. Every night you cry yourself to sleep.
You've been listening to the docile tones of SHARIF. If you'd like to hear more from SHARIF, you can go to sharifmusic.com. That's SHARIFmusic.com.
Give me a chance.